Aloha, family and friends, and welcome to the Not So Daily Chris. Today, on this special edition of the show, I'm coming to you live, almost live, it's live for me, from the Caledon Hills, more specifically, Forks of the Credit. I am going to take you on a first-hand, behind-the-scenes look at just one of the activities I do up in these hills and show you firsthand a Christopher Gilmer hike. Starting from the bottom, but we're going up to the top. Actually, we're going to start it from the top. We're going to start from the top and make our way down and then make our way back up. So join me, shall you? So let's go. Up the hill. And here we are at the top. I'm not going to tell you exactly where I am because I may have to hurt you. But what I will say is that I'm on top of the escarpment right now. And right behind me here, this land was purchased by the Eatons so that their house down there didn't have to look at any other houses up here. I will also give you another clue and say that one of the dragons / sharks lives just over here as well. Now, didn't I say this was gorgeous? So if you look back here in the distance, you can just see the Eatons estate back there. I think they have about 100 acres. And we're standing on top of the hill. And they own all that stuff on the other side. Just so that they don't have to look at any other houses. Not bad. All right. It's time for you to come along now. Let us get ready. I've got a backpack. What does that mean? What are you carrying in that backpack, Chris? Well, just some of the necessities, charging cables, and some magic so that you can get a first-hand look at what my hikes are really like. So far. Nice little trail. If you know anything about cameras, you know they're not too stable when you're walking through the woods. You tend to get a ton of motion sickness. This is actually the first time that I've tried out the Osmo Mobile on a hiking trail, and I think so far so good. Now this is what I call the Stand By Me part of the trail, and if you're a kid of the 80s, you totally understand why. So this trail is indeed part of the Bruce Trail, and we just finished the easy part of it. Next up, going to the top. Just take a little break down here at the bottom by the Credit River just to catch my breath, have a little water, not this water, it's a little bit dirty, and then I head back up to the top down the Stand By Me route, but I'm just going to enjoy the river now. Locals only. As I mentioned, I simply just don't hike down and up. I take a little hike down the road just so that I can see this view of the bridge. The old train track. If you have a motorcycle, the Forks of the Credit is the best place to ride in Caledon. Here they come. Any minute now. I heard them. Stop to check out the river. That's not a bike. I don't know where they went. Oh well. Needless to say, Forks of the Credit is a great spot to ride your bike. Motorbike. Back to the Stand By Me portion of the trail. The break before the calf killer. If you want to know exactly where this trail is, hit me in the comments below and I might just share. Kiddie part of the trail is done. Now it's time for the calf burner. Finish up those calves. Seriously? If you want to come do this trail with me, hit me up. You'll love it. I guarantee it. And after we can go for coffee. Now time for the torturous part. The calf burner. We made it. And that's the prize. Breathtaking. Literally. really not done yet though. Got a few more steps to go. Bye bye, Eatons. This is actually the back entrance to the Eatons lot. Some of the family did build a house way down there, a long way down there. But we can't go in. They don't use this gate though. And there we have it, hiking with Chris on the Not So Daily Chris. Thanks so much for coming along. That was fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you did too. Discovering one of the trails that I absolutely love in Caledon. And now I know a lot of you are wondering, Chris, what the heck was in that backpack? I'm gonna show you. Hold on. All right, so number one, have a cord. And we have some battery backup because you never know when your batteries will get empty. And I do use my iPhone 6S to film, and it's on pretty much all the time. So the battery really drains fast because I'm switching between apps. And if I'm using something like this DJI Osmo, which I was using today to get that smooth, buttery motion over the rocks, yeah, the battery dies quickly. And of course, down by the river, it's a little noisy. So I have this nice Rode Micro with the dead cat sitting on there. So we use that when we were filming down by the river. I do have this Osmo tripod that I didn't use. I thought that I would be able to get a nice little time lapse of the sunset, but unfortunately that's not going to work out. There was too many trees in the way, but I did bring this, the Osmo tripod. It is not a weapon, kids. What else can I show you here? I do have a water bottle in there. I won't bring that out right now. You guys remember this from that episode in Florida. The fanny pack? Yeah, so the fanny pack carries some gear too. And then, let's take this off. I do have a little wide angle lens that I use on my phone sometimes just to get that nice panoramic feel. We'll put that back on here. Is it a little dirty? Looks a little dirty. Let's take that off. All right, and last but not least, we have the Manfrotto tripod, mini Manfrotto tripod, with the Manfrotto adapter for your smartphone. Very, very handy. And I bring this everywhere I go. It's so easy to film with. I'll just clip that in there right now, and I'll hold that up. See, it's got a nice little feel to it. Use it as a selfie stick, use it as a tripod to get some nice shots. And that is it, folks. That concludes this episode, this special episode of the Not So Daily Chris. Join me next time as we take another little adventure. Shall you? Are you hungry? So am I. I'm starving. But it's so nice and peaceful. Are you ready? Let's go.